Hello guys, good evening from Nigeria here. Good morning, good afternoon, from wherever you're watching this video from, A lot of traders have always said that candlestick is not important to this trading. When I started learning how to trade, though I wasn't serious back then in 2021, a lot of people were like, SMC traders, this candlestick, you don't need it much. What you need is to just understand other block, this and that. But today I just want to throw a little bit light on this candlestick, because you can know your market direction, you can know everything about trading, but if you don't know how candlesticks work, I don't think you can be profitable in this market. So I will share 16 candlestick pattern that you need, 16 candlestick pattern that you need to be profitable in this market, Then why, after sharing the 16 candlestick patterns, I will now tell you the one that is more important. What I'm only sharing here is just candlestick pattern. And if you want to get a sniper entry, an accurate entry in this trading, in this market, you need to understand your candlestick. We all know what candlestick is all about. When we talk about candlestick pattern, let's go on chart. Let me go on chart. So when you talk of candlestick pattern, this is what I mean by candlestick pattern. We have, in some charts, we have white and black. White representing bullish candle, white, black representing bearish candle. But here I'm using blue and red, don't mind my accent. So when you talk of bullish candle, all these green candle here are bullish candle. Let me use this as an example. Why I just left my chart this way is that I want whatever I will teach here to be organic, So if you look at this candle, this is bullish candle. So bullish candle always open. I don't just want this video to be too elementary. I just want to teach you how to enter a trade, how to enter a trade with candlestick pattern you need in entering your trades, So looking at this chart, you can see this candlestick. This is called bullish candle. And bullish candle opens from below and closes above. This week you are seeing here, what this week is showing you is where market reached the peak of the market, the high of the market. They call it market high. Down here is market open. Then this week, this one that wicked out is the lowest place this candle touched before it went up here. So this is low. This is open of the candle, and this is the close of the candle. So you should understand this first. That's just the basic. Then this is a bearish candle. This red candle here is a bearish candle. This red candle here is a bearish candle, So bearish candle, it normally opens from above and closes below. So this week that happened here shows where this candlestick, when this candlestick opened, it shows where this candlestick reached. We call it high and dropped. Then this is the lowest place that this candle touched, So that is that. Then the first candlestick pattern we will talk about today. I downloaded this. If you look at my back here, you will see my confluences and this candlestick pattern. So I printed it out in such a way that whenever I'm trading, they say that the shortest pencil is the longest memory. So this is why I have this here. Anytime I look at it, I don't need to think too much, about what to do. So that's what you are seeing on my chart too. So the first candle I will talk about today is hammer candle. Hammer candle is a bullish candle that always shows the reversal. This candle is more powerful when it happens at the low of the chart at the lowest low. Let's say market is making a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Then when market touches the lowest level, and most importantly at the area of, let's say, support or resistance or supply on demand, it shows reversal. Let's use this. This is a hammer candle. So let's use that as an example. I didn't do any prior whatever on this chart. I just kept my chart. I said once I start this video, we will record everything and see it live. So first of all, before you start using this candlestick pattern, you should know your other technical terms and technical patterns. So here now, if we can mark this place, you can see this is, I tell you, this works at the lowest low of the market or at support or demand zone. So that is where this works well. I will mark this place too, so that I will use it to show you an example of this hammer candle. It's a good entry candlestick. So the good example of hammer candle, it can be red, it can be blue. The most important thing is that it has this long wick below, this long tail. It has this long tail. The long tail below signifies what? It signifies that this is a bullish reversal. Here market made an impulsive move, and as market was dropping, came down to this resistance that is turned to support. You can see here is resistance, as market came down from this, you can just enter your trade here, because meanwhile this is a higher high, this is an impulsive move. I will still make a different video showing how to do normal analysis. So if you want to take this trade, for example, this is 4 hour time frame, you should just target this next swing area. You just open your trade. Candlesticks are used for entry. If you know how to use your candlestick well, entry will not be a problem for you at all. Just enter this trade, then put your stop loss below the tail. Make sure you have 1:3. It should always give you, it's a very solid candlestick pattern. You can see it, that hammer. Once it closed, we just enter. So the next candlestick we will talk about is the opposite of this candle is evening star or shooting star. You can see it here, shooting star candlestick pattern. So that one, once you see it at resistance zone, you just take a shot. So right here, you can see, let's mark all this area here, so you can see that this is area of support. Anytime market is trading below this thing now, it will be a resistance. So as market came around this place, as market came around this zone, you see, this is always an indication. Look at what happened there when market reached here. We didn't got all these reversal pattern. I tell you, this is a reversal pattern. As market came to this place, you always look for your next swing area. That is where you always mark. So I will mark this place, for example. So as this candle closed, I just put my short tool. This is for sell. If you want to sell the market, you just add your tool, and just make sure 1:3. This one didn't give us 1:3, but at least it sold, gave us 217 pip. It's a lot of pip. Your stop loss should be just below that candle. We have our 1:3. Our TP didn't hit, But if you call this trade right here and see this engulfing candle, we just jump out. So the next candle we will talk about is inverted hammer. This inverted hammer, we don't mostly use it. Actually, what I want to show in this video is actually the most important candlestick that has high probability. They have high probability. There are high probability setups. When you see them on chart, especially at area of resistance, supply and demand zone, they are powerful. Those three candlestick pattern are this hammer and this shooting star. This hanging man is hard to see on chart. The other one is this dragonfly doji and gravestone doji. If you find these candlesticks on daily time frame, higher time frame, they are powerful. Another candle is morning star. This morning star candlestick pattern. Okay, let me explain this first. This dragonfly doji. Sometimes people call it morning star, but it's not morning star actually, because there is a difference. If you look at two of them, dragonfly doji, we see that market was coming down. Sellers were in charge of the market. As market came to area of demand or support, that is where this one is powerful, or at the lowest of the market. That is where if you see this candlestick, you just take your trade, because it's a high probability setup. You see it has a long tail. The open, close, and everything almost happened at the same area. As you can see it over here. So this is a great reversal pattern. If you see this plus one trade, daily demand zone is always very powerful. It's powerful, like the market will reverse. Then this is morning star candlestick pattern. These candlestick pattern are very powerful. That is why I just wanted to share few of them here. So this morning star, this is my favorite candlestick. Anywhere, once you see it, these things can appear anywhere in the chart, but where they are effective, where they will be effective is when you see these two at area of support or demand. That is where they are powerful. So we go on chart to identify one or two of them. Okay, so this place, you can see this candle. This is a morning star. This is a morning star candlestick pattern. You will always enter once this candle close, and your stop loss will be below this doji. For you to identify a morning star candlestick pattern, number one, sellers will be in charge of the market. Sellers will just be selling the market. Then when the last candle close, the last bullish candle, then this candle might be red, it might be bearish, it might be bullish, but it will be tiny. It will be a very small candle. You can call this like dragonfly doji and morning star just happened at the same area. If you remove this and add this here, this will be morning star. Then this one here is a gravestone doji. All you just need to do is to just pull out your, because this thing is happening at area of resistance now. Just pull out your tool, mark this area. Make sure your trade gives you 1:3, so that once you take one trade, it will cover for the next two trades you are going to take. So your stop loss will be below this week. This candlestick pattern, once you see them, this candlestick pattern are very important. After reading your structure and everything, you need to know when to enter. When in life is very important. When people that studies economics, If you know when to do anything, you will be the strongest man in the world. If you know when to enter a trade, the perfect time to enter a trade, you will be the one of the best traders in the world. So you need to pay attention to candlestick. You see all these swings. Once market comes there, market will always respect. So that's Morningstar. Let me check to see if I can see another Morningstar candlestick pattern. As another example, let me go to 1 hour time frame. Where's my chart? Okay. You know, all these candlestick patterns appear well on. Okay, look at it again on this area of support. You can see market is coming down, 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 down. Then at this area of support, you can see what happened here. After this candle, then we have this. We have this candlestick pattern. We have this candlestick pattern. You know, just mark your next swing high and take your trade. And take your trade. Always make sure that you have 1:3. Morningstar, once you see this candlestick pattern, you always see that 1:3. You know, that Dragonfly Doji, Hammer, and this Morningstar, they are very effective in the market, especially when you see them at area of support or area of either area of support or area of demand. You know, demand and supply. So that's that. This one here now is evening star, opposite of Morningstar candlestick pattern. You can see market was coming up, then here we lost. Let me show you evening star. You can see the right evening doji star. All these things are just the same. So evening star, market is coming up. We now have a small candle, then we have a bearish candle. So if you look at it, you can see what's going on here. You just pull up your short 2. Just mark the next swing. Then you drag your distance. Tell you make sure you have 1:3. Just bring this down. You know, your 1:3 is there. So guys, I don't want to bore you by maybe going to draw a lot of things, trying to make this video to be so long and all these things. Just go to your chart, look out for these candlesticks, but you have to master how to draw your supports and your resistance, your supply and your demand zone. Then use these candlesticks for entry confirmation. You know, you will be profitable. You will be profitable, very, very profitable in the market. And you have a wonderful RR in this market. You know, let me check if I have any trade I have taken in the past. Maybe I will use it to wrap up this video. Okay, so I have a lot of trading views. This is where I normally take trades. I take my trades here on this trading view. You know, I use the other one for analysis. So Australian Canadian. I think I took a trade here last week. I took a trade. Let me go down to file. I don't delete it. It's like I have deleted it all. I took a nice trade. But let me check if I can see any. Okay. All right. So Let me use this as an example. You know, we have engulfing candle also. So let me show you how I took a trade here. You know, this is just Morningstar candle on this 1 hour. Very simple. After doing my analysis, knowing market direction, you know, another trick I want to drop for you here is whenever you want to long or buy in the market, make sure you are buying at the area of higher low. Whenever you want to sell, make sure you are selling at the area of lower high. Allow your lower low to form so that you can wait for retracement and sell. Then allow your higher high to form so that you can wait for your confirmation with all these candles to buy. Chart is not, sometimes I see SMC traders and some traders coming online to talk about or speak bogus English, trying to scare you away from what's going on, trying to make you feel like you don't know what you are doing. Trading is actually very simple. All you need to do is to know the proper price action. Price action only tells you to, as you are looking on my chart, the simple way I took this trade. Let me show you how I took this trade. I waited for all this uptrend to end. You know, once a market shift structure, I had higher high, higher low, higher high. Then this higher low was broken. Very simple. When higher low breaks, we have our lower low, right? So as we are having our lower low, I marked this zone. You know, I marked this zone because this now will be a good area where market will react. It's not a must that market will react here. It's not a must, brothers. So as market came here, that is why I told you these candlestick patterns will help you for your entry. You will see when market came up the first time, it retested. There is no confirmation. When it came up the second time, we had this gravestone doji. Let's go back so that you can see how gravestone doji. Remember what I told you before? When you see this candle at area of resistance, it shows a reversal. So what happened? As you see this around here, gravestone doji, we now have this. This is now an evening star candlestick pattern. So what do you have to do? You just take your trade, put your stop loss. Like this is a live trade I took. I can show you a lot of examples here. All you just need to buy. Go to any pharmacy shop, you know. Go to any hospital, you know. I'm in Abuja, Nigeria. You know, after making this video, I will go to my Tama hospital and ask them to give me patience. You need patience in the market. Psychology is very good. I hear people preach about psychology, risk management, and all this. If you don't know the basics of the market, keep this trade. If you keep trading simple, you will be profitable. Stop listening to bogus English. Stop listening to most of all these things are just there to scare you away. Pay attention to your candlesticks for entry. Know your market structure for directional bias. With the example I just showed you on my chart, you can see that this thing is very simple. Wait for lower low to form, then take your trade. When lower high is forming and you get your candlestick confirmation at area of resistance, take your trade. Let me check if I can see a trade I took on. I have a lot of trading view, brothers. So let me show you a long position. Okay. So this is crypto. This works everywhere. It works everywhere. You know. So on 30 minutes time frame, there is this trade. There is this trade. Oh boy. There is this trade. This is crypto. This is cryptocurrency. First of all, you should know how to read. your market structure. Why did I take this trade? Why did I take this trade? The first one is, let me check 15 minutes. The main trade, that is the first trade. It just came to this area. This one is just an engulfing candle. It's just an engulfing. I took the trade on 30 minutes. Candlestick will always give you confirmation. I just took the trade on this engulfing candle. Engulfing candle is a nice thing to take a trade. But mind you, look at this hammer on trend line. When this trend line was broken, this is another entry signal. This is hammer candlestick pattern. This hammer, look at it well. Then look at all this. Trend line is another place you take a trade. You can take your trade on trend line. You can take this long from here. Take this long from here and get the next swing high. Candlestick will help you to keep your stop loss have a lower stop loss. You can put your stop loss here, give it breathing room. Then this is an engulfing, a lot of entry. This is a hammer, but this hammer is not well defined. You can see as market went up, it still came down. This is a hammer. Look at it here. This is a hammer candlestick. It's an entry. You can actually take your trade from it. So brothers, that's it for candlestick. You can go to Candlestick Bible and read up others. So you can see I look at a lot of things every weekend. I study my chart. I study to see what's going on in the market. Add to my knowledge. It's very important. If you look at this place, you will see a lot of candle, tweezer top, tweezer bottom, all those candles. But I don't want to waste a lot of your time. I just share the candlestick patterns that matters. The ones that can help you to be profitable in the market. So this is a shooting star, opposite of hammer. So that's that. I will pause the video here so you can go to your chart, look at this candlestick, look out for this candlestick pattern I shared with you, do your back test and thank me later. So guys, bye and we'll have a peaceful week. Good night.